Hello everybody. Today I'd like to talk to you about the spleen chakra. Now to begin with, I just want to make it clear that this isn't the sacral, which is underneath the belly button. This is the spleen chakra, and there's not much written about it or said about it, but I think it's really, really important, and that's why I want to share it today. If you want to find it, it's on the left side where your abdomen is, near the bottom of the rib cage, just on the left there, and it's in the front, and then there's another one at the back. If you're not quite sure, if you Google it, you can find it. Just make sure you don't get given the sacral, which is under the belly button all the time. This is a really important chakra. I didn't realize how important it was until I started doing some research. And when I started to look at other people's energy bodies and seeing what happens, through this little spleen chakra down the bottom on the left there, and you can put your hand there to do healing on it if you want to. Through there comes the prana, the chi, the white light, the energy, whatever words you like to use. And it comes in, and it's like the one that sends it all out. So it comes in, and then as it goes out, it breaks it up into the different colours and sends it to all the chakras. So it's like a major supply chakra. It's smaller than the other chakras, the others that are going up the front and then the back of the body. But I think it's actually more important in many ways that you know about it. It's sort of to help with maintaining health and vitality. It works on clearing up the blood like the spleen does. It's similar to that, same sort of activities. So it's going to clear out things. It clears out old blood cells that we want to get rid of. It cleanses the body. It cleans the immune system. It's very, very powerful. And you'll find that when you check someone who's like a little child who's well, that spleen chakra will be big and open at the front and the back. But I noticed when I went checking, as people age, it just gets smaller and smaller till once they're in their, I found once they're getting to 50, 60, it's really small. Once they're 60, 70, 80, it's like almost not moving, the energy there. The chi's not working because the chakra's actually, they're not able to get the chi through to you. There's lots of things that people have that come from this spleen chakra not working. They can have blood problems. They can have immunity, and the lymph system doesn't work as well. I've actually noticed that you can have, if you have an ongoing infection, you can't fight it off. It's often that little chakra's not working. They believe that too, it's for rheumatism and arthritis. I've found a really interesting thing that when I checked someone who had chronic fatigue, theirs wasn't working at all. And when I checked people who've had cancer, it wasn't working either. It's really a little powerhouse, this one. And I want you to start working on it. If you want me to send healing for you to see how it's going and send healing for it, I'll do that. You just have to send me a message on YouTube here and say who you are and your name, and I'll send the healing and write a little message probably back to you. But this is a really powerful chakra. Because it's on the side there of the body, I think people have kind of forgotten about it. And it's in some of the energetic writings, but not all. And it's usually missed out, as I said previously. This chakra will make a big difference to your life. And I say to you that it's a good idea with this chakra to start putting your hand there. I put 2 hands. You can do it at night or wherever you're sitting, 1 or 2 hands there. You can feel pain come out of it sometimes. When I first started looking at it, I went and looked at mine, and it was quite low, and I was like, uh-oh. So I went and did some work on it with my pendulum and did some healing on it. And when I had my hands there, they were quite hot, and then there was some pain came out of it. And then I did my back one. The back's a little bit harder to do, but you can just use your say, like your left hand and lean forward and put it behind there. You don't have to be accurate, but you have to be mostly in that area. It's very powerful if you put it on your front spleen chakra and then on your back at the same time, and it channels through and goes backwards and forwards. As people get older, as I said, this chakra is shutting and getting smaller. So first of all, you wouldn't let so much light come in, chi, prana, and it's supposed to bring in the air prana, that's what they believe, and then feed the rest of the system. However, once you open it up and do some work on it and it starts running properly, you'll be able to access all that. The other thing is that you should be able to raise your immune system. Your blood will be cleaned better because the chakra cleans the blood. You should find that if you have infections or keep getting them, that this will help you because it clears the infection by upstepping the lymph system and the immune system. And if you have any depression, they feel that it's the seat of depression as well, the front one. There's some belief that if you're depressed, it's because this spleen chakra is not working. And that would go together with not feeling really on top of the world, not having a lot of energy, feeling lethargic and a bit over it, which is low energy. So it's going to energize that chakra, but it's going to energize all the others and start feeding the others. I noticed that when I did the work on the people, as they got older, I had to work for longer and send more healing, and it took longer to clear them. Whereas if they were, say, in their 40s or something, it wasn't so. And the more unhealthy people were, the more shut was that chakra. It wasn't hardly moving. To very unhealthy people, and just check that chakra, it was like almost not there, not doing anything. I think if you've got someone you know who's got cancer or has this chronic fatigue or any of these things, trouble with the immune system, the lymph, I feel that would be a really good chakra to work on and to send healing to them, and also to encourage them to do some healing to them, those parts themselves, so they can also fix it up. This chakra was like, when I found out about it, I knew about it, but it was like vague. But when I really went researching and then checking it all out for myself, I was really excited by it because I'm like, man, that's one there that I missed, that I haven't worked on. And I know we've got the major chakras and the minor chakras, I understand all that, but this one is one of its own. It's its own chakra that needs to be worked on. As you work on it more and more, I think you'll find your vitality will come back. You won't feel so tired, and maybe you'll feel more uplifted. You'll probably actually feel more healthy, and your ability to fight off anything nasty in your body will be enhanced because that chakra is doing that. It's like a filter. The stuff comes through that chakra, and that chakra filters it and cleans it. That's what it does. It's like a cleaning chakra. And our body's always circulating energy and circulating things through the blood and through the lymph. It's always doing that, so it'll go through the chakras as well. Have fun with this one. I think it's going to be really good for your health, and it's something that you can just do for yourself. I'd use 2 hands at the beginning. There's a couple of acupuncture points too they talk about that you can actually look at, which is spleen 16. You might find where that is. It's at the front of the body. And also bladder 50, which is at the back of the body. And those 2 are supposed to help you as well. And there's an understanding that if your spleen chakra is weak, you will be weaker on many levels, and especially physically. And I actually psychologically and emotionally feel that's the same thing. So you want to get this one to work and energizing, and that way you'll be able to really clear the body. See it like it comes in, it filters, it separates the light, it sends it to all the chakras. So if that actual chakra is working well, it will filter well, it will clean it well, and it will actually send clean energy to all the others. If that chakra isn't working very well, it will send unclean energy, not pure energy, to all the other chakras. We came in with it really big. I checked little kids and they were like really big, and then I checked people who were in their like 85, 90s, and people who had cancer, and it was like just still, like really, really still. Have fun with this one. I had a lot of fun with it, and I hope you have a good week, and I hope you do lots of work on your chakra. I'm sending you lots of love and lots of light.